10 Popular Proverbs Chapter 2. Hello everyone. Welcome back to Media Deem YouTube channel. If you loved our first video of 10 Popular Proverbs, well, you're in for a treat. We're back with a second list of wise sayings that have stood the test of time. These proverbs offer insights into human nature, practical advice, and a touch of timeless wisdom. So, buckle up and get ready to add 10 more gems of knowledge to your vocabulary. Proverb number 1. Hope for the best, but prepare for the worst. Repeat with me. Let's say it one more times. Hope for the best, but prepare for the worst. This proverb conveys the idea of maintaining an optimistic outlook while also being pragmatic and ready for potential difficulties. It emphasizes the importance of positive thinking combined with practical planning and preparedness. This mindset helps individuals cope with any situation that may arise, ensuring that they are not caught off guard by adverse circumstances. Similar proverbs from around the world. China, hope is not a strategy. India, save for a rainy day. Russia, trust but verify. Arabic, tie your camel first, then trust in God. Japan, even monkeys fall from trees. Example sentence. As the hurricane season approached, the coastal town's residents took to heart the advice to hope for the best, but prepare for the worst, by reinforcing their homes and stocking up on emergency supplies, while remaining hopeful that the storms would spare their area. This sentence illustrates the proverb's use in English by showing how individuals can take proactive steps to mitigate potential disasters while still hoping for a favorable outcome, effectively balancing optimism with practical action. Proverb number 2. Better late than never. Repeat with me. Let's say it one more times. Better late than never. The proverb, better late than never, suggests that completing a task or fulfilling an obligation late is preferable to not doing it at all. It emphasizes the value of finishing what one has started, even if delayed, rather than giving up or failing to attempt it. This saying is often used to encourage action, even if the timing isn't ideal, underlining the idea that a late success is still a success. Similar proverbs from around the world. China, better to do it than to live with the fear of it. India, though the night be dark, the dawn will break. Russia, better late than learned nothing. Arabic, delay is better than disaster. Example sentence. After months of delay, Tom finally started his fitness regimen. Though his progress was slower than expected, he often reminded himself that better late than never, finding motivation in any improvement, no matter how late in coming. This sentence illustrates the proverb's use in English by showing how someone acknowledges their delay in starting an important task, but remains positive about making progress, regardless of the timing. Proverb number 3. Birds of a feather flock together. Repeat with me. Let's say it one more times. Birds of a feather flock together. This proverb means that people who are similar in nature, interests, or characteristics tend to associate with each other. It suggests that like-minded individuals are naturally drawn to one another, forming groups or friendships based on shared traits or preferences. This saying highlights the human tendency to seek out and be comfortable with those who are similar to ourselves. Similar proverbs from around the world. China. Those who are of a mind do not seek each other out, they are bound to meet along the way. India. A crow will not associate with a swan. Russia. A shoemaker should stick to his last. Arabic. Similarity brings together. Spain. Tell me who you hang out with, and I will tell you who you are. Example sentence. In high school, the soccer players spent most of their time together, both on and off the field, exemplifying the proverb, birds of a feather flock together, as they shared similar interests and goals. This sentence illustrates the proverb's use in English by showing how individuals with a common interest naturally gravitate towards each other, forming a cohesive group based on shared passions and activities. Proverb number 4. Keep your friends close and your enemies closer. Repeat with me. Let's say it one more times. Keep your friends close and your enemies closer. This proverb is a strategic principle that suggests it is wise to be vigilant and aware of one's adversaries as well as one's allies. By keeping enemies close, one can monitor their actions, understand their motives, and be better prepared to counteract any adverse moves they might make. This saying underlines the importance of being informed about potential threats, which can be as crucial as nurturing friendly relations. Similar proverbs from around the world. China. It is good to know the enemy's tactics, but not his face. India. Know the strength of your enemy as if it is your own. Russia. Live with wolves, howl like a wolf. Arabic. Be wary of the man who does not talk and the dog that does not bark. Japan. Sit on a stone bridge and watch the flow of the river before moving. Example sentence. During the corporate merger negotiations, the CEO remembered the proverb, keep your friends close and your enemies closer, and decided to invite the rival company's lead negotiator to dinner to better understand his strategies and intentions. This sentence illustrates the proverb's use in English by showing how a CEO applies the wisdom of the saying to gain strategic advantage in a high-stakes business situation, effectively keeping a potential adversary within sight and under scrutiny. Proverb number 5. A picture is worth 1,000 words. Repeat with me. Let's say it one more times. A picture is worth 1,000 words. This proverb expresses the idea that complex and sometimes multiple ideas can be conveyed with just a single still image, more effectively than a mere verbal description. This saying underscores the powerful communicative potential of visuals, which can often transcend the limitations of language to provide a deeper, immediate understanding. Similar proverbs from around the world. China. One picture is worth 10,000 words. Russia. Better to see once than hear 100 times. Japan. Seeing once is better than hearing 100 times. Arabic. What the eye sees, the heart believes. Example sentence. When trying to explain the vastness and beauty of the Grand Canyon to her friend, Emily found that words were insufficient. She pulled out a photograph, proving that a picture is worth 1,000 words, as her friend instantly grasped the breathtaking scope of the scenery. This sentence illustrates the proverb's use in English by showing how a photograph can convey the grandeur of a place much more effectively than a verbal description, capturing complexities that words might fail to express adequately. Proverb number 6. There's no such thing as a free lunch. Repeat with me. Let's say it one more times. There's no such thing as a free lunch. This proverb conveys the idea that it is impossible to get something for nothing. In other words, everything has a cost, whether it is evident or hidden. This saying is often used to express skepticism towards anything that appears to be offered for free, implying that there are always strings attached or hidden expenses. It encourages a realistic approach to opportunities and offers, reminding people to look for the underlying costs or consequences. Similar proverbs from around the world. China. You can't pick up something you didn't put down. India. Nothing comes for free in the fair. Russia. Free cheese can only be found in a mousetrap. Arabic. Everything has a price, even paradise. Africa. A free thing is picked up by the hand but not by the mouth. Example sentence. When Sarah was offered a seemingly lucrative job without an interview, she remembered the proverb, there's no such thing as a free lunch, prompting her to carefully research the company to uncover hidden expectations or potential scams. This sentence illustrates the proverb's use in English by showing how someone applies the wisdom of the saying to be cautious and diligent when an offer seems too good to be true, reinforcing the concept that benefits rarely come without costs. Proverb number 7. There's no place like home. Repeat with me. Let's say it one more times. There's no place like home. This proverb expresses the comfort, security, and familiarity found in one's own home, which is unrivaled by any other place. It reflects the deep emotional connection and sense of belonging that people typically feel towards their living environment, often cherishing it more after they have been away. Similar proverbs from around the world. China, falling leaves return to their roots. India, every bird flies back to its nest. Russia, there is no better place than home. Arabic, home is where the heart is. Africa, no matter where you go, you must come back home. Example sentence. After spending a year abroad, Carlos stepped inside his house, sighed with relief, and thought, "There's no place like home," as he sunk into his favorite chair and felt all the familiar comforts surround him. This sentence illustrates the use of the proverb in English by showing how someone recognizes and appreciates the unique comfort and security of their own home after being away for an extended period. Proverb number 8. Discretion is the greater part of valor. Repeat with me. Let's say it one more times. Discretion is the greater part of valor. This proverb suggests that it is often wiser and more courageous to be cautious and prudent than to be recklessly brave. It emphasizes that true bravery includes knowing when to avoid unnecessary risks, valuing safety and sound judgment over the pursuit of heroic actions that might lead to harmful consequences. Similar proverbs from around the world. China, a wise man knows when to advance and when to retreat. India, a wise man fights to win, but he is twice a fool who has no plan for possible defeat. Russia, a hero is not someone who does not feel fear, but one who conquers that fear. Arabic, not every sea has pearls. Africa, it is the fool who can't change his mind and adjust his strategies. Example sentence. During the heated meeting, Jane decided not to respond to the provocations of her colleagues. Instead, she remembered that discretion is the greater part of valor, choosing to address the issues calmly and strategically later. This sentence illustrates the use of the proverb in English by showing how someone opts for a cautious and thoughtful response over a more confrontational one, thereby applying the wisdom of choosing discretion over valor in a tense situation. Proverb number 9. The early bird catches the worm. Repeat with me. Let's say it one more times. The early bird catches the worm. This proverb suggests that success often comes to those who prepare well and act early or promptly. It emphasizes the benefits of taking initiative and being proactive. Essentially, the proverb encourages getting an early start on tasks or opportunities, which can lead to advantages and rewards. Similar proverbs from around the world. China, the first bird in the forest picks the best fruit. India, one who is early achieves twice. Russia, morning is wiser than the evening. Arabic, luck comes with the morning light. Africa, the child who wakes up early washes his hands and eats with the elders. Example in use. Knowing that the competition for the internship would be fierce, Sarah set her alarm for early morning and was the first to submit her application, embodying the principle that the early bird catches the worm. This sentence illustrates the proverb's use in English by showing how someone applies its wisdom to gain an edge in a competitive situation, recognizing the importance of being early and prepared. Proverb number 10. Never look a gift horse in the mouth. Repeat with me. Let's say it one more times. Never look a gift horse in the mouth. This proverb means that one should not be critical of a gift or opportunity that is given freely. This saying originates from the practice of determining a horse's age and condition by examining its teeth. Thus, checking the teeth of a horse given as a gift could be seen as ungrateful or overly skeptical. It advises acceptance of a gift without questioning its value too deeply. Similar proverbs from around the world. China, when someone gives you a melon, you don't measure how heavy it is. India, don't weigh the atta, flour, given during festivities. Russia, a given horse has no teeth. Arabic, he who receives a gift does not measure. Africa, accept a gift with open hands. Example in use. When Sarah received a surprisingly old laptop as a bonus from her company, she remembered the saying, "Never look a gift horse in the mouth," and graciously accepted it without complaints. This sentence illustrates the use of the proverb in English by showing how Sarah applies the wisdom of the saying to appreciate a gift without critiquing its quality, maintaining a gracious and thankful demeanor. If you made it this far, you're clearly a fan of wise words and enjoyed exploring these proverbs. Thanks so much for listening. We would love to hear from you. Like, comment, and especially share your own favorite proverb so we might make use of it and include it in future videos. Let's keep the wisdom flowing.